Om Shanti 3/10/1969 Avyakt Dada Madhuban sign of being completely surrendered. Whom are you seeing and who is seeing whom? Baba is asking, whom are you seeing and who is seeing whom? Today Bab Dada is seeing his complete moths because he has come to see to what extent each one has become a moth. What does the moth do? Whenever a light is there, suppose a fire, he will go and sacrifice himself. Generally the moth go to the light, but here the light has come to meet the moth. Do you know what the characteristics and sign are of those who are complete moth? All gave their own ideas. Whatever all of you spoke about is accurate. The main essence that emerges is that those who are moth will have love for the light, right? They will always go towards light. They will be close and they will have all relationship with that one. Whenever light is there, they'll forget everything. They'll keep on running only about the light. So those who are complete moth will have all relationship with one. They will be loving, close, and maintain courage. These four things will be visible in them. So why have all of you been called to this bhatti? You have to imbibe the four things that you heard about to their fullest percentage. It shouldn't be less even by 1%. Many children say that they are that, but only to certain percentages. So when there is some percentage missing, they cannot be called complete moth. Those moth are of second quality that simply circle around. One are those who instantly sacrifice themselves to the light once and for all, and the others are those who take their steps after thinking about and understanding something. So, those who take their steps after having thought about and understanding something are called the ones who simply circle around. The second quality of moth simply circle around in having many type of thoughts, obstacles and actions. Today the Pandav army has been called to this bhatti. There are many type of factories, but a stamp is applied for the factory. That is very good. If there isn't stamp of that factory, then the thing is not so popular. In the same way, all of you have come to the bhatti and have come here to be stamped. There is trademark. Which stamp have you come to be stamped with? With the stamp of total surrender. Do you know what will happen if the stamp is not applied? Just as the value of something that is not stamped is less, in the same way the value of such souls will also be less in heaven. So you will definitely have to apply this stamp in order to come close in your own kingdom. Mothers have received the mantra of being the destroyer of attachment, and Pandavas have received that of being totally surrendered. There is memorial of Pandavas that they melted away and were finished. It was not on the mountain, but they melted with an elevated stage and brought themselves to be very top from being at very bottom. They melted in Avyakt stage, that is, they attended perfection in Avyakt stage. There is this memorial of the Pandavas. You are having this bhatti in order to be reminded of that memorial and to put it to practical form. Who are called those who are totally surrendered? Those who are totally surrendered, that is, those who have totally surrendered their body, mind, wealth, relationship, and time. If you have surrendered your mind, you cannot use it without Srimat. It is easy to use your wealth according to Srimat. It is also easy to use your body. But the stage where the mind does not create even one thought without Srimat is what is called perfect stage. This is why Manmanabhava is the main mantra. If the mind is totally surrendered, then you will instantly be able to direct your body, mind, wealth, relationship, and time towards that one. So the main thing is to surrender the mind, and that is to surrender wasteful and vicious thoughts. This is the sign of a complete moth. Those who are totally surrendered will think about nothing except Bap Dada virtues, tasks, relationship with their mind. So now have you applied such stamp? When you people work in office nowadays, you sometimes use the thing that belong to office for yourself. However, whatever you have surrendered is no longer your own. It belongs to the one who has given it to you. So you cannot use his things for yourself. But because you have the sanskar, you sometime mix Srimat with the dictates of your own mind, the dictates of your own body consciousness, and dictates of the Shudra. This is why you are not constantly able to maintain the Karmatit stage or Avyakt stage. So, I think it's little only remaining. Okay. The mind is tasting the different taste, and so its stages is also different all the time. If it is constantly tasting the same thing, it will constantly remain in one stage. Bap Dada make the children light, and yet you children knowingly carry the burden for yourself. This is because you have developed the habit of carrying the burden of sinful actions and burden of your own clan code of conduct for 63 births. This is why you carry the burden and then leave it. We, Bab Dada told, I'll take care of everything. But still we worry, we take the tension, we take the burden. Whatever habit someone has, he is compelled by that habit. And therefore, because you have that habit, you take the responsibility upon yourself. The family became his, I became his. The responsibility is I'm just instrument. But because we have the habit, we take all the worries on ourselves. What would happen if each panda emerged as totally surrendered? When the Pandava army is ready, the Kaurava and the Yadava will come into the battlefield. If Pandava army, we become ready, we'll see the emerge of the war, the World War III. And what will happen then? You will attain your kingdom until you fulfill the promise that whatever happen, you will not think, speak, or hear and do anything against Srimad. You will not be able to take benefit from this bhatti. You have come here with such zeal and enthusiasm in yourself, have you not? We will definitely become something here. We will definitely change here. You have come here with this thought, have you not? You are not you are not afraid, are you? The more you go into the depth, the more the fear will disappear. Until you go into the depth of something, there will be fear. There is a fear because the waves at the top of the ocean. And when you go to the bottom of the ocean, what happens in the depth? Together with the total stillness and silence, there is also attainment. Therefore, whenever there is any fear, go into the depth and that fear will disappear. What aim and characteristics of that aim do you have to adopt now? What will those who are number one in this receive? Of course, you will receive a kingdom in the future, but you will also receive a gift here. This is why everyone should try to claim number one. Those who claim number two will not receive it. Those who win will claim number one. Try to win and you will claim number one. Acha, do you have to apply the bindi or dot? Are you stable in the form of dot? Point of light dot, right? We should have the practice of establishing ourselves as point. How many type of tilak are there? Today you are being given double tilak. To be free from diseases at the confluence age, Baba is telling, giving us two tilak. See yourself in front of Bab Dada. Baba gave us first tilak, bindi, on our forehead. My child, be free from diseases at this confluence age. And second, let the fortune of the kingdom be yours in the future. A tilak is applied in order to remind you of the dot. While applying the dot, you will become dot. When you have any wasteful thought, apply a full stop to them and you will become a dot. So apply a full stop to them and you will become a dot. Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Shukriya, Baba. Shukriya. Om Shanti.